What's up, guys? Make sure you share this feed. We're about to go live in a couple minutes. All right, our mics are up, guys. Let's get ready for it.
Testing.
Hello.
Yeah.
Share the feed, guys. We got an amazing show lined up. I am not kidding. 2 amazing guests. Find out who they are in a second.
Hey guys, I'm taping the baseball game. Don't tell me what happens.
Troy, stop watching baseball.
No, I'm just kidding. Remember when you used to tape games?
Welcome. You're back with Eastern Shore's #1 new talk show. It's Talking with Tops Cut Off. As always, I'm here with my main man. Say what's up, bro.
What's up? It was you this time.
Yeah, I did it. I did it right.
Yeah,
I did it right.
What's
you
up,
see,
man?
Typically I have him on, but
Yes.
I'm getting good at this, y'all.
Yeah, man. It's great.
I'm hosting.
Now it's me.
I'm producing. I'm doing my damn thing.
Tops cut out.
KP and Cash live in the mix.
Hey, I know everyone listened today. It was a good one.
Yeah, man.
know.
As always, you can catch us on Power 101.7 every weekday from noon till 1.
Hey, wait, one more thing. Second week in a row, we need a Halloween costume, people. I've got a possibility. We can throw it up and see what people
Oh, yeah,
think
I like
of
it. I think we'll
like
probably
it
do
too.
it.
Yeah, I like it too, but we can get the people to weigh in.
Yeah, I really do like it.
I like it
and
too.
as always, guys, the phone lines are open. Just Google Tops Cut Off and call us up if you have a question for one of our amazing guests. So what's up, man?
You know, it's nasty outside.
Crowd loves it, though.
They love the rain.
Yeah.
Have they ever seen the rain?
It really rained all damn day.
Who are
today.
we talking
all
with?
damn day.
Who are we talking with? Creedence Clearwater Revival with? John
our
and
last
Mila.
guests. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it was John and Mila, I think.
We always talk about Creedence. Come on, man.
Do we talk about Creedence that
I
much?
don't know.
We think we talk about them a lot, yeah.
But yeah, were we talking about the rain and everything?
We were naming songs, remember?
Ah, of course.
And, yeah,
Have
and
you
I
ever
picked that
seen the
one.
rain?
And
Mhm.
and they were like, oh, you picked the obvious one.
Well, hey, let's get into some of our guests right now.
Let's do it, man.
We have some
one.
amazing guests in the studio right here with us. First up, we got Tyler Hastings. Let's give it up for
guys.
him.
How are you doing? I'm an avid CCR fan myself. So
Are you really?
Yeah.
So he
Hell
knows what
yeah.
we're talking about.
He knows. What's your favorite song?
is there such thing?
Yeah. We all named so many. We're like, oh, wait, this one too.
Probably listen to the music.
Yeah. Okay.
Or is that Doobie Brothers?
Is that Doobie Brothers?
It might be Doobie Brothers.
I don't know
I
too
think
many
that is
songs,
Doobie
but they're all my
I think that might be the
favorites.
I don't know anything
Brothers.
by them.
I like it.
Huh.
But for anyone who
We'll
doesn't
pretend I
know,
didn't say that.
we got the man Tyler Hastings in the studio. He is Ty Awesome, as they call him in the wrestling world. And he's been on WWE. He's been on some big platforms, people. Let's give it up for him one more time.
Yeah.
What's the easiest way for people to find your footage on YouTube or whatever?
Well, if you're looking for footage for like wrestling, the best thing to find is on YouTube under Papa Scott Productions. That's actually my dad's page. Me and my dad mostly travel together, so he's basically my personal, I wouldn't say my personal filmographer because he films a lot of shows.
That's amazing.
There's a lot of
Yeah, that's
content on there, but a lot of my matches are going to be on there. You can just look up Ty Awesome on YouTube, and that's how you'll be able to find matches.
And that's TY space awesome, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Search him up, guys. He has the footage of your latest WWE performance, it is insane, people. You have to watch it. I love it. I've watched it like 50 times this morning.
Yeah, they threw me up there.
Yeah, we're going to get into that.
If you pull up my screen, I have the page, the Papa Scott Productions up. Show the people. That's what it looks
Yeah,
like.
that's the one.
That's the one right there?
Oh, that's
Search it
awesome. You guys are almost at like 10K
Wait,
too.
he has
like
some
a lot of
subscribers.
content.
Yeah,
bro.
he's been killing it right now. He's
Wow.
probably going crazy right now. He's
And that's
probably,
Papa Scott?
Yeah,
What is that again?
That's Papa Scott Productions.
Nice.
Look at that, man.
That's a
He
bad
does have
man, I'm
some
telling you.
He's
subscribers.
doing all right, man. He's doing all right, man. He's worked hard for it.
I was gonna say, wasn't there a match where you guys got him to punch somebody in the face or something?
Yeah, he's punched Killian McMurphy once.
I thought that was who he punched too. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get into it now. We got Kenny Flight in the studio, people. Let's give it
How's
up.
it going, guys?
The
You
one
already-
and the only.
Thanks again for having me back. You know, at home sweet home. Gotta be with the TCO bros and the familia. you
That's
know?
right. He's the man. He's the boy wonder, Kenny
Flight.
Flight. All right.
Reza, we all three haven't been together since Kenny Flight DJ'd at Cowboy Coast, man. Can
Yeah.
we talk about that?
He did fill in for us, and he
Big
did
one,
kill
man.
it, I heard.
He closed out the season unintentionally.
He did.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, man.
thank you guys so much again for the opportunity.
Hell yeah,
it was
thank you, man.
dude. It was insane.
I'm
Like,
sure it was packed wall to wall.
Labor Day Sunday.
Maybe not.
I need
maybe
a
not.
security guy to go ahead like escort me. Like I'm trying to get my monitor speaker, let alone trying
Yep.
to get all my cords and everything. I'm like, oh my god.
That's how it is, man. It's beautiful.
But then it was spectacular. It was truly amazing. Like that was definitely going to be like that's in top 3, maybe number 1 gig of all time I've done. Like it was electrifying.
It's a magical place, man.
And if
It's
you don't know what
magical
we're talking
place.
about, we're talking about Ocean City's #1 nightclub, Cowboy Coast, 17th Street.
The best,
We'll be back
man.
next
It's a
year.
whole,
Yeah, it's
whole
really
block
legit,
full of
trust
parties.
me.
But if you can make a trip, or if you're local to the area, they're opening up our sister restaurant and bar, Cowboy Row, up in Baltimore.
In Baltimore, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
man.
going to be cool.
I think it's
gonna
on
be real cool.
O'Donnell Street. Yeah, man.
Hey, we
Cowboy
got a
Row.
commenter. Shout out to Davon in the comments. He
Yo.
says, the guys. What's up, man?
What up, what up? Hey, Ron.
All right, so let's get into a couple questions here. I had definitely had a lot of questions for my man Ty Awesome.
You're a
about
big
his,
wrestling guy, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, who was your favorite wrestler growing up? And I'm gonna talk. I'm gonna say like before. Like, did you watch wrestling before like 10 years old? Like, when did you start watching?
I would say I probably started watching wrestling around 10 years old. I think that was when it started. The very first Monday Night Raw that I watched, John Cena was drafted to Monday Night Raw. So definitely an awesome first impression on professional wrestling.
And you are 25.
I'm 25.
25 years old. Okay, so John Cena is like your first wrestler.
Yeah, that was the first guy that I really got he was the franchise, he was that guy at the time. So he was the first guy that I really got a glimpse of. I wouldn't say he was necessarily my favorite at the beginning, but if I was to say like who I looked up to at first, probably him. But I think what really made me believe in myself as a wrestler was probably Paul London. I don't know if you know who he is, but
Ever heard? Can you pull him up? Troy?
I was
Paul
meaning
London?
to mention
London.
something about that too. 'Cause
Yeah.
for a fun fact for everybody listening to, me and Tyler, we grew up when we were younger. We used to love watching wrestling, did a whole trampoline bullshit, and then like I remember Strictly as
Okay.
like Paul London,
Got
Brian
it.
Kendrick, and then I know he has a question lined up for you too.
he's pulling
Yeah,
out
yeah.
self-portraits.
All London, baby.
Yeah,
Great
what's up,
hair,
Paul
hit
London?
him real quick.
Yeah, so
So is this a WWF?
it was
thing?
when
when you started watching, or
it was WWE.
E.
It was
Okay,
E.
cool.
Yeah, but Paulin was more of a high flyer guy, and when I started watching, he was the cruiserweight champion, so it was more of like the smaller frame guys.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was
so-
going to ask you about that because being a smaller frame guy yourself, there, so he was kind of like motivation to that. maybe?
Absolutely, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely for sure. Him and Brian Kendrick.
How about here? I was a big WCW guy growing up. I don't know if you ever heard of this guy Kidman.
Yeah,
back
Billy
in the
Kidman.
day?
Kidman.
Billy
Oh my
Kidman,
goodness.
yeah.
See, he was like a great cruiser. Was he a cruiser, right? I guess.
Yeah, he was a cruiserweight,
Yeah,
multiple
yeah.
time cruiserweight.
I don't know
champion.
a whole lot about wrestling, but I did like it a whole lot. I did like it a whole lot at one point.
Yeah.
And like Billy Kidman was my guy, and like Rey Mysterio Jr.
Oh, yeah.
people like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking
Definitely
about.
childhood hero.
Yeah, Billy Kidman used to do that backflip off
The shooting
top
star
rope.
press.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, man.
If I'm not mistaken, wasn't that Paul London's move too?
Paul London
A little
did
bit.
use it for a little while, but then I think he switched to the 450.
Well, I feel like a lot of guys probably have that old backflip off the top rope, but it's all about how you do it. And like Billy Kidman was like real stretched out. So
Yeah.
a couple guys had that.
Yeah, a lot of guys can perform that move. I'm not gonna say a lot of guys can perform that move because it's a tough move to do. But
I feel like I would break my.
I feel like
freaking
during
neck.
that. I feel like during that time, I think Kidman and London were doing the same move, and I typically, you don't want to use the same finishing move in wrestling. It's just kind of how things are.
Yeah, it just gets played out real quick.
Yeah,
Shout out to Phyllis in the
starting to
comments.
in a way.
Phyllis.
She says, my faves, loves you
But,
guys.
what
Hey,
up,
Kenny.
Phil?
Hey,
What's
Todd.
up? How are you? But yeah, it's I think it was just one of those things.
Yeah, he was definitely. So you were a WWE fan growing up. Ever watched the WCW, or was that just kind of old? Did that shut
I've-
down? I can't really remember how that went.
So I got into wrestling after WCW, but I definitely go back and watch old WCW matches.
Like Goldberg was the
Yeah.
king. He was the king of that whole league, right?
Yeah,
Or federation.
for the
whatever it's
majority.
called.
Yeah, absolutely.
Conference.
Goldberg was definitely that icing on the cake that brought their ratings level to that peak. So at least him, Sting, the NWO
was just about to say that.
was the thing. The NWO was cool. You know what I mean?
oh
If
my
you weren't NWO, you were lame. Like that's how it was back then.
It was cool. It was cool stuff. There was red NWO and the black.
Yeah, the Wolf
NWO.
Pack. Yeah.
Oh, don't forget the Blue World Order.
Oh yeah, the PWO. Yeah, the LWO with Eddie. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah, that
So,
psychosis,
yeah,
all that.
Yeah, all those guys.
Yeah, I like how Goldberg was just a psychopath. It was
Oh,
like
yeah,
everyone
he's-
had their own little character, and he was like, I don't even say words.
So I'm just
yell.
gonna hurt you.
Yeah. I feel like they did like his recent push way too late. He finally he stopped going to the gym as consistently. Like in the photos like you're pulling up right now, Troy, because. Like that's like 10 years after he's just stopped going to the weight room. Like you could tell. Like guys, come on
Still
now. When you
huge.
saw
He's
him, he was
still
like
huge.
6'5", jacked, and he freaking jackhammered the Big Show at one point. That was
Yeah, he
insane.
did.
Like
That's right.
That's 500 pounds you're holding up straight. You know how crazy your core strength has got to be to do that?
I think my guy's in his 60s.
Are you?
What is he in? Is he in some kind of commercial?
Might be in
Or?
his 60s.
No. I was about to say, did you all ever watch?
Movie?
That's so funny, man. We're
We're
always
we're
on the
it,
same
bro.
page.
We're on
I was
it.
about to say, anyone ever watched The Longest Yard? Adam
Yes,
Sandler movie?
yes, and I love
Because they were
that
all
freaking movie.
From.
Yeah.
That's what he's from.
He's
Also,
from that. Yeah.
Creedence Clearwater Revival. Have you ever seen The Rain when they're playing football in the rain? When they're practicing in the mud.
Yep.
It all comes back.
It all comes full circle
Full
here.
circle.
Yes.
Alex Farlow, what's up,
so
man? He said NWO with the devil.
For life.
Wow, wow.
But that's a great movie.
I
It's
love
got
the remake.
Goldberg. It's got Kevin Nash.
They
who was
got
also
Stone
in
Cold.
the NWO.
They got
Wolfpack.
Nelly.
Yeah, Nelly was the best
Nelly's
running back
in it,
in football movie history. Top 10 in that one.
Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman was in there too. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. The Sandman.
Tracy Morgan was the
Oh, that's right.
What was that?
biatch.
That's right.
What was that one
who's this-
WCW movie back in the day? It was
to Rumble?
Ready to Rumble. That movie was
Man, way
golden
to
at
pull
the
that out
time.
with
Yeah.
David Arquette.
I'll still watch it
Yeah.
and laugh. I'll still watch it.
Yeah, that had David Arquette in it, right?
David
yeah,
Arquette?
that one.
Yep.
So you know who else is in the longest yard? Courtney Cox.
Ooh.
Which
that
was
true?
married.
In the
She
beginning.
was
In
in
the
Courtney Cox
beginning.
Arquette. Yeah, she's his wife.
Yeah.
And he steals her Ferrari or whatever.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
Spoiler
man.
alert, guys.
I forgot that was an Adam Sandler movie.
It's so
Adam
funny,
Sandler
yeah.
kills it in
People
life.
all over
hated
Netflix
that
lately.
remake.
He's all over Netflix.
He's all over Netflix
Yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
I mean, let's go on to the next topic. Hubie Halloween. How do we,
I
how
was
do we
just about to
feel
say,
about it?
where can I find
yeah.
this thermos?
It was,
I need the thermos.
yeah,
I
that
need
was
that.
It was yeah, that was probably the best part of it. It was pretty decent.
That was a good gag of it for sure. And I mean, I enjoyed the movie. Two things really freaked me out about that movie. There were two random monsters as he ran down a hill toward the end of the movie. Anyone know what I'm talking about?
I might have missed that.
They had no precedent, no meaning. Have you seen the movie? Have we all
No,
seen the movie?
I have not seen the movie.
All right, you got to see
Hubie.
Hubie Halloween.
Yeah, Hubie.
It's on Netflix.
I've been
Top
watching
10.
old 2000 scary movies. But
Oh
I
yeah,
need to
yeah.
watch
Troy's really into the Halloween. What's your favorite 2000s Halloween movie so far?
Oh my god! So out of the ones I've watched this year, I've watched and forgive me everyone who's watching for never seeing these movies before now, but I watched Ghost Ship, which was hilarious.
Never seen it.
It has one of the dudes from The Usual Suspects in it. I forget his name. And then I watched Cabin Fever, which is brutal.
I remember that one.
That's a brutal one, man. When she shaves her skin off in the tub, and then
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Ugh.
yeah, that's a gross one. But probably the best one as to be expected, and the craziest one that I can't believe I had never seen was Jeepers Creepers. That's a great
yeah.
with
You've never seen
Justin Long.
Jeepers Creepers?
I'd never seen it, dude.
Dude, that was like one of the first horror movies I grew up on that just I could not sleep at night ever watching that.
Great
Like,
movie,
it
man.
was-
Yeah, it's so good. And yeah, Brittany loves it. It's like one of her favorites.
I remember, like she's a big like horror slasher film.
She loves them. Yeah.
Oh my god,
We've
yeah.
been watching one a night. Yeah, here recently.
I'm a big fan of like Freddy Krueger, Jason Voorhees. all
You guys
that
ever
stuff.
seen Cannibal Holocaust?
yes, dude.
Wow,
That is
Oh my
one
God.
of the most disturbing movies. When they
Oh,
tie her to the tree. No, I don't know if you want to
I
do
don't
this.
know if
Kevin.
you want to do that. I don't think you want to do that.
It's fine.
It's X-rated,
Are you
dude.
sure?
It's
Oh,
literally
man, God.
X-rated.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty bad. It's,
Yeah,
Oh, I
man.
know. This is a newer movie or older movie.
It's an
It's
older
old,
movie.
old.
Yeah, yeah.
That's so funny, man.
Yeah, it's a very
Holocaust.
controversial film.
yeah.
There's a brutal.
These little thumbnails aren't going to hurt nobody.
You know the worst part of that movie is the
Happy
turtle.
Halloween.
Is the turtle, man. The turtle.
The turtle,
is
that
so
poor
horrible.
turtle.
They actually
Is that the
torture
one
and
that
kill
they
a turtle,
killed the
bro.
real animals?
Yeah,
I heard
and it
about this movie.
screams,
I've
bro.
heard about this movie. Oh, it screams.
It's horrible.
You
Oh,
wanna
the
hear
turtle
that?
screams.
Oh, my
I mean, we
God.
got a dog in the studio right now.
Yeah, we
I was
so
gonna
we
say,
can't.
look,
Yeah,
what's
man,
up,
what the
Charlie?
hell?
Action over
Yeah,
there,
we
man.
just can't.
Yeah, we out here.
Charlie's
My name is Ty Awesome, and I love dogs.
Like when Dennis goes on.
What's up, dog?
Charlie's trying to get the smoke
Your
right
trademark.
now.
What episode is that, Kev? When Dennis doesn't like dogs?
little Jimmy
Gun
trying to do
fever.
well?
Still too hot.
Oh, that's funny.
Fucking throwback.
Man, Charlie is in this right now.
All right, Pop, come on.
Charlie's in this to win it.
Good dog.
She's loving it, man. She pops up. I love when she makes the
guest
timely
appearance.
appearances
I'm
on
just
the
surprised
show.
we don't have a TCO logo, like just like Charlie's head popping out of the O yet.
Oh, yeah, that'd be
That'd be
great.
funny, man.
A little
That'd be
dog.
funny.
Yeah, like the whole like Lionsgate one where he's just like rawr.
We should
like, the
just do
whole
like.
time.
I wish there was a circle in the T because we could do each of my dogs and Charlie. 1, 2, 3.
yeah. Oh yeah.
We have the perfect amount of dogs. I can't get any more.
Hey, let's tie the Halloween back into the wrestling thing.
Let's do it.
Didn't Undertaker just retire?
I believe that's a thing.
that a real
I do
thing?
believe that is a thing.
Yeah, and I love the Undertaker, and I know you have to have a lot of respect for this man.
Absolutely.
Wasn't he like 60 years old, like wrestling?
He's definitely around that age.
That's old.
Yeah.
Like
He's
he
he's
was like
definitely
one of
a
the first
legacy.
wrestlers.
It's like Brett Favre playing football.
I do believe that he's talking about a comeback, though. I think WWE just released something saying that.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, you gotta think in show business. Money talks. You know what I mean?
Yep,
And
yep.
like,
And what else are you gonna do?
yeah, and my guy, The Undertaker, I mean, he has had, I wouldn't say the best track record with matches lately. I don't think he would agree to that either. I don't know the guy, so for me to speak for him is not correct. But
Oh yeah, let's
but,
get into this too while you're talking about that. So you've been on the WWE a couple times here.
Mm-hmm.
Great performances. And I'm urging the people at home, you have to watch these performances. It's incredible what he does. Okay, and you meet anybody, like any of your heroes, or
Yeah, absolutely.
brief talks, or
Yeah, I've got to meet a lot of people. Some people that I wouldn't expect either too. Like I knew Lindsay Dorado actually was one of the guys who actually recently just came and grabbed me aside, and we just walked and talked for a little bit the first time I went. A lot of the guys in Extra Talent I've got to meet, like Colby Carino's son, or not Colby Carino's son, Steve Carino's son, Colby Carino. I got to meet him, he's a really cool dude.
Wow.
And I met him through both of us being extras. I got to meet Rory Gulak through being an extra, and he's Drew Gulak's brother. Drew Gulak, he's in the WWE right now doing a stand up job. He's an excellent wrestler and very smart, gifted athlete in the ring. So every time I go to WWE, that's definitely one guy I always go to talk to is Drew Gulak every single time, just because every time you talk to him, you learn something new. Yeah, I've got to meet, and just a bunch of people, I got to have lunch with Ricochet, Shelton Benjamin. I got to hear him talk about how Korea's scary. But like, I had lunch with Tony Nese, who was a former ECWA Super 8 contender. So like for me to be I was world ECWA heavyweight champion at the time. So he was like, "Hey, tell Mike Tartaglia I said hello." So it's just like little things like that kind of like go a long way.
I already know that you probably had goosebumps the whole time. And like going back on the whole topic about you being with your heroes, how was it wrestling against Brian Kendrick? Because I know you had to be ecstatic. Because it's back to the whole Paul London topic. That was his tag team partner.
Yeah, for sure, man. So, Yeah, so we'll go to 205 Live. So that was last year. So I got to wrestle Akira Tozawa and one of my childhood heroes, Brian Kendrick. Brian Kendrick used to tag with Paul London, which was my favorite wrestler, and Brian
awesome,
Kendrick was right there with him. You know, these are two guys that I believed in. The high flying crowd loved them, and they did whatever they did. They jumped over. You know, they were that high flying, innovative style that I fell in love with. That American lucha libre style. So to be able to wrestle one of them, you know, and I'm glad I even had the chance to tell him this. It was very surreal, and to be able to wrestle someone who made me believe in myself, it was very, you know, humbling. And I made sure to tell him that when I was watching wrestling, it wasn't necessarily the Undertakers and the John Cenas who made me believe. Don't get me wrong, they were my top favorites and stuff, but I mean, the guys who made me believe in myself were him and Paul. And it was really cool that I had the chance to tell him that too.
So they made you think like I could do this.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were smaller frame guys, and they were jumping all around doing flips and kicking people, and that's exactly what I wanted to do.
And once again, this is the video, people, that you need to search on YouTube right here. Search this video. Watch it. Killer performance. I mean,
watch me get destroyed.
But really, the athleticism and shit like that, man.
Dude, the height on that bump you took on the fucking, pardon my language, on the Viking Raiders finishing move, that was insane.
Because I definitely understand you got to start somewhere. You can't just start kicking ass in the pros.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So like just the performance I thought was amazing.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. Definitely a crazy ass night.
I mean, how did it feel? Landing on the guy's shoulder. How does it feel, man? Let's get into it.
Fun.
The man, he flew up, what, 10 feet, 15 feet? Troy, have you seen it?
I saw it, man. It's insane.
He flies up 10, 15 feet, lands on the guy's shoulder.
When I was watching, I was like, oh. I never watched wrestling, man. That was like the second or third time I ever watched wrestling in my life. I was like, oh.
And there's some other highlight films of him, you know, going off the top rope and totally creaming people that we'll get into later, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he doesn't just take abuse, but like, I mean, how did it feel?
Man, I'll just go through that night, man. Just go through the whole thing where it's like, hey, we're gonna put you on. It's like, oh snap, oh my god, like.
So you didn't even know if you were gonna go on.
You never know.
Oh wow.
You're never really told that you're gonna go.
Let's get into it. This is interesting.
Yeah,
this
so
is interesting.
I'm not gonna pull the curtain too far back because I respect the business I work for.
I mean, Vince McMahon will find us and he will kill us in our sleep. I mean, I have tried to post that video. That's why I'm not showing it to the viewers right now. They deleted it immediately. I'm sure this whole stream would get canceled if I posted the footage. So you have to watch it for yourself. But
yeah. So not to pull the curtain back too much, you apply to be extra talent or, they reach out, one or the other. I was, contacted through email that they wanted me for this date. And it was like my second actual time going, but it was my third event.
Sarah Decker says, this is interesting.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Sarah. Okay. So once I get there, I'm in a suit and tie, trying to fit in, looking like $1 million. When you go there, you got to wear the suit and tie. You got to do all that nice, fancy stuff. So I get there. They kind of like tell you when you get there, you kind of see the doctors, and you do all that stuff. And it's kind of weird with WWE because they have people find you, and they somehow know where you are. It's weird. I don't know how they do it. They're $1 million company. I won't ask questions. So so I get there, and like they get.
Wait, run that back. Sorry, I was kind of doing my producer thing.
You're good. So like. You kind of get there, you see the doctors, and you just kind of, do that kind of thing. And somehow they all find you if you're lost. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy how they find you.
I'm telling you, Vince McMahon will find you in your bed.
He might.
Don't cross it.
I heard the man never sleeps.
Yeah.
But I get there, they see the doctors. They end up telling all the extra talent, hey, get on your athletic gear. Not your gear, but just, gym shorts and stuff like that.
I mean, your uniform, you have your set thing that you wear every single time, right?
They just wanted to see us, they didn't want to see our gear. They just wanted to see us. And, we just kind of talk there for a little bit. Eventually we go back and get told, hey, it's you and you. It's like me.
So you're sitting way backstage, probably in a huge arena kind of thing.
Kind of, yeah, in a way. Yeah. And, they do rehearsals and stuff. It's a very well organized.
Gotcha. So you go
facility.
To a couple rehearsals.
Well, I mean, not really.
No,
really. I mean, when you show up to a wrestling event, you get there and you go.
Nice.
It's kind of weird. But
So you didn't know that you were going up?
nah, so they eventually find you. They eventually find you, and they're like, "Hey, we got you going against the Raiders," and
That's
it's like,
wild.
"Oh, cool." And I'm like, "Oh crap."
The Raiders right here.
Oh crap! You know what I mean? So once it's like, all right, cool, get your gear on, let's figure it out, you know. And it was actually cool because I got to have Abyss. I don't know if you watch TNA at all. I know you have, but I got to have him as my agent for that match, so that was pretty cool.
That is badass because like I remember growing up and that man went through all the hardcore matches like back in the day, and then just seeing him go on that whole manager like act again. That is amazing
For sure, man. He's a really nice guy too. It was really nice to meet him. He was super cool and very thankful, and I was very thankful to have him. He was really nice, and I'm glad to have met him. But you know, he kind of goes over it with us, and you go out there and you fight the Vikings.
So on this night that I have pulled up right here, September 2nd, you went there the night of with no rehearsal at all? No rehearsal at all. And you're there in the stadium and you're just backstage waiting for your call.
I mean, they let me in the ring. They kind of said, we're going to have you say a couple things. And so I got to stand there in an empty arena there for a minute, do a little talking.
Nice.
You know what I mean? You go to work, you do your job, you go home.
And just how awesome is it to hear like those announcers say your name too? Because like right away they're like, "So what's this kid's name?"
So I didn't hear it. I didn't hear them say that, but to
like right away they're like, well, "So what's this kid's name right here?" They're like Tyler Hastings.
Yeah, man, that was definitely really cool because not a lot of the extra.
And your
talent
partner also, by the way, just gets flattened immediately.
Oh yeah,
immediately
Poor
he's
Brian
out
Hardy,
of the equation. His partner's out of the equation, so now it's just like a double team.
Yeah.
It's a double team. All right.
Yeah. So
was that supposed to be a tag team?
It was a tag team.
Okay.
It was a tag team. Yeah, the Vikings, they're a tag team together.
Gotcha.
So so you get there and then it's time to watch the show, and the show's on, and
But when you're in there with the Vikings, I mean, they're throwing you into the ropes and stuff like that. Like that's just amazing how you can just go with the flow like that. I mean, like, and just like, man, that's amazing.
It's a wild thing to do. But that's what school's for, getting taught and learning body language and stuff like that.
Like that's what I was saying. Like how impressive the footage is, because like how many guys could they call on for that? You know what I mean? How many guys could they call on to fight the Vikings? You know what I mean?
I mean, I'm sure they could have called plenty. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
but
it's great that you got that.
When
call,
it comes with extra talent, though, it's all about who can make their guy look the best. And when you're extra talent, that's how you have to have your mindset be. It's not about you. It's about their product looking better. So that was kind of the mindset when I went in there too, is to go in there and make it worth their while, because people aren't using their time to watch me on television. They're watching the Viking Raiders. You know what I mean? They didn't know I was going to be on TV.
In Salisbury, Maryland, they are.
In Chicago, Illinois, they're like, who's Joe Schmo with the noodle arms? You know what I mean? So, I mean, when I get thrown up and slammed, that's what they remember. It's the moments that mean more. So they remember me getting thrown up
highlights
in the air. Yeah.
You definitely had
that's
highlights.
The stuff they remember. So if I can make you remember a moment that happened in time, I'm doing my job.
We have a commenter, Jane. She wants to see Ty Awesome wrestle. So, Troy, can you pull up some footage of Ty Awesome? Like, what's the best way to get that? Or actually, you sent me
I sent you a
highlight.
link. Yeah,
I got the
sent you an old
2018
one,
highlights.
Is
that the video?
Do 16.
16?
Or 17 maybe. Yeah.
All right.
We're going to pull it up right now for you. And Holly is also waving right
what's
now.
up,
What's up,
Holly?
Holly? How you doing? Welcome to the show, Talking with Tops Cut Off. And as always, guys, the phone lines are open. All you have to do is Google Tops Cut Off. You can call in right now. You can ask Ty Awesome anything you want. You can ask Kenny Flight anything you want. You can ask us anything you want.
2017 entrance theme and highlight video.
That's it, yeah.
I'm gonna pull it up.
We're going to pull it up for you. Just in case we don't own this music, I'm going to turn down a little bit. What song we got here?
This is a Bullet for My Valentine. It's Hit the Floor.
Yeah, I thought that's
down.
what it was too. Yeah, that's a throwback right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We got a high flyer right here. Yes. Putting it on the line. That was the Billy Kidman. You didn't even need
that was a running Billy
didn't even
Kidman.
need the top rope.
Yeah.
Damn. Wrestling's come a long way.
Wrestling's changed.
A little Van Daminator action.
Damn. I'm talking about the that running Billy Kidman was something.
Lots of fun, man. Lots
And
of good people.
do you have any matches coming up?
Nothing too much right now. I think I'm having something.
We
in
know
the
how
works
it is
right now,
with
but
the,
it's COVID
the
right
state
now.
of
You know what I
things,
mean?
the state of things.
Yeah, and it's all about
Yes.
time. There's time and place for everything.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. You never realize how many matches you actually wrestled till you look at the highlights last entrance
I
videos.
am kind of looking at it. I was like, there's a lot of cats in here.
Yeah, I was like
And that was a classic move someone used to have too that you just pulled right there. Was that a double? Was that a half? Or?
That was my finish. That was a 450.
yeah.
Is that your signature?
That's basically my finish.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That was Sweet Chin Music, but with a spin. Yes, that was a very long, broad jump off the top rope. That was the old Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yeah, Tilted World Held Scissors.
That's the old Billy Kidman runner, shooting star. And this is his finisher.
Yeah.
The finisher is not bad.
I appreciate
That takes some balls.
It's a crazy one.
Yes. Yes. Man, he flips like it's no one's business.
You really do, man. You just flipped.
Yeah.
Out.
Tie flipping awesome. That's
Nice. Nice. They need to give you some more shots at the WWE, man. Vince McMahon, where you at? I know you're watching.
Yeah, he was watching last week, so.
Kenny looks like a young Vince McMahon.
He does. He does look like a young VKM. He really does.
He's leaving.
He does.
He ran him off.
It's crazy. He kind of
Can't believe
does.
that.
How you say that?
He really kind of does.
How could you?
But Troy, you're kind of quiet over there. Didn't watch much of the wrestling.
I watched no wrestling, man.
No wrestling growing up.
I don't want to say the wrong thing.
I don't blame you. I mean, wrestling it's a fine wine.
It is, man.
It's a fine
yeah.
wine. Yeah, it is, man. You acquire a taste for it.
This is
I got into it as a
awesome,
kid
though.
too, so it's like, I believe in that guy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And like, I grew up on Power Rangers. So
Me
that's
too.
what
I also
that's
did.
what
Me too.
really stemmed the whole love of professional wrestling was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They wore the spandex, they did the flips, they
What
they
the
kicked
hell?
ass.
They kicked.
You know what I mean?
Mom, why
I
didn't you
wanted
let
to
me
be
watch wrestling?
I wanted-
God, you let me watch the Power Rangers. What the hell?
I wanted to be a real life Power Ranger. So I guess when I was a
Bro,
kid,
that
it
was my first dream too, man.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Tyler,
yeah.
what do you want to be at when you're for your career? What do you want to do? And I'm like 7 years old. I'm like, I want to be a Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Like
That's so funny.
That's me all day.
Being the Red Ranger, man. I wanted to be the Red Ranger.
Exactly.
And I actually got really into Taekwondo.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I fought on the national circuit, got a silver medal. In the
Wow.
yeah, man. And I can do some flips and stuff like that too, actually.
bet.
But I just stopped for so long. You know
Oh
what I mean?
yeah, I don't blame you. Yeah.
So I
it's
really
painful.
respect all that shit that you do because
Thank
that
you,
that
bro. It's-
acrobatics, it takes a lot of strength.
is.
It takes a lot of plyometric agility and shit like that.
It's a lot. It's crazy.
Are you hitting the gym a lot?
As
Or
of
you
right
just
now, probably
training
not.
a lot?
I'm more or less just trying to keep my conditioning. I haven't been
Because there's no
overlifting
way
or
you can do
anything.
those moves without doing them a lot.
I mean, just repetition. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to say.
So it's not
I
like
go
a
to the
gym thing. It's like you do what you do,
It's kind of.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of weird. Yeah.
which is
I
like
mean,
the best way to train, honestly.
Right. I mean, I was in the gym there religiously for a while. COVID hit, things change. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And I'm kind of taking things slow right now. You know, when you're a wrestler, your body needs to heal up.
So where do you learn to do a running Billy Kidman?
I grew up with trampolines in my backyard, right, Kenny?
I remember those days.
Yeah, yeah. Me and Kenny used to wrestle on my
That's some wild,
trampoline when
wild
we were
shit.
kids. Like I'm talking, I met you when I was probably 12.
Dude, yeah, it had to be like 12,
Sixth
11,
grade.
6th
I
grade.
met Kenny in 6th grade, and like I remember we were talking about wrestling moves, and that's how me and Kenny became friends. We were talking about suplexes, I think, and I was like, what?
Yeah, it was like we're just talking about some shit in gym class, and
Yeah.
then like the rest was history. And like, dude, just found out we lived like about like probably a quarter mile away from each other.
Yeah,
and
not
then,
far at all. Like literally right down the street. So me and Kenny, we were able to become friends at a young age. So
That's
I've known
hilarious.
I've known this cowboy.
And
for a
and
minute.
Holly,
Right.
the commenter Holly wants to learn how to do that. All right, so she's signing up for lessons right here, and she says, "Haha." So if I get into a fight, that would be my closing and walk away.
There you go. Just gonna win a good old tie. Awesome.
What were you saying, Troy?
it hurts. It seems like it hurts. Does it hurt?
Absolutely.
It looks like it fucking hurts, man.
It hurts.
This whole time, that's all I've been thinking.
Yeah.
It seemed like it hurts.
Doesn't feel good.
Yeah.
Does not feel
like
good.
falling into the chairs when you like it looked awesome.
Oh, going out the ring?
Yeah, going out the
No
ring
pun
and falling
intended.
into a bunch of chairs. Like, dude, no matter like how you like explain that, you fell into a bunch of chairs. Like, god damn, I like trip over one chair. I limp for a week.
It's like a Peter Griffin.
Yeah, you stuff-
Exactly.
I think we got DJ Magellan in the comments. Is that him?
Yeah, that's my boy.
the one
That's
and
my
only.
neighbor,
Let's
Brandon. How's it
go.
going, brother?
How you doing, man?
Yo.
Everybody's tuning in for this.
Yeah, I was gonna
hot
say we got a good little
conversation.
crowd coming in right now.
And if you're in the comments, please let us know who was your favorite wrestler growing up, because we got Ty Awesome in the studio, and we would love to know.
Definitely vibe on that.
And yours was John Cena, you said? Not
For a period of time, I mean, it was definitely the one who was the focal point when I started.
yeah.
I'd say
You know, 'cause
like
he
the
was-
generational face.
Yeah,
at that time. Yeah,
You know, like Hogan is to the
He was
80s.
like the Rock for us. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So like when I actually started watching and got in deep, it ended up being Paul London. That ended up being my favorite guy during my childhood.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Who should my favorite wrestler have been?
Yours
For, like,
would have
my
been
age?
either Stone Cold Steve Austin,
Okay.
if you were a WWF guy, or it would have been Goldberg if you were a WCW guy.
They were
like
big
me.
because I'm pretty old, but
don't
I'm not
know.
old enough for Hulk Hogan, right?
I don't know. You might be a Goldust fan.
Gold Dust. I remember Gold Dust. He was crazy. He was crazy.
He's the
Okay.
bizarre one.
So,
He
but a
was very
bald
bizarre.
guy is my guy.
You ever heard
A
of-
bald
For sure.
guy.
For sure.
I'm a big Walter White fan, so that makes it.
man.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I'm down with that. Down with that. My favorite Power Ranger was the red one. I
Oh,
can
yeah.
say that with
Yep,
I
Jason.
can say that with. Yeah.
I was the green. I like Tommy as the Green
So,
Ranger.
That's so weird. We're talking about this because I just read weird shit all day. I guess I don't even
We're
know
human.
how I
Yeah,
got
we
on this.
research.
I have no idea how I stumbled upon this, but there's some movie that was made only a couple years ago where it was an alternate universe where Tommy never joined the Rangers when he first showed up, and he killed Jason and
This is
one
a
of the
world I
other
never
ones,
want to live in.
and went and
No.
joined Rita.
Holy cow.
Yeah, it's wild. It's probably in my search history.
I feel like that might be a comic too.
It is.
Like-
It's a comic.
Yeah,
Kenny. You're
yeah,
Oh,
exactly
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Oh,
It's called
where he becomes like a-
Shattered Grid.
Shattered Grid. I remember that. They made a video
Wow.
game off that. That's all I
That's
know.
wild. But yeah, alternate universe where Tommy never joins him. He just goes against him and wins. He just gave him the business for like 5 episodes regularly.
Wow.
Right? Yeah, I mean, that was crazy.
That. I need to look that up. It sounds interesting. If it's actually Death involved now.
Shattered Grid.
Shout out to J-Town right there.
He's saying what? Wasn't he on TV one Monday night? Yes,
Yeah,
he
that's
was.
That was that one Monday night. Yes.
It looked a little something like this. Look it
Yeah.
up. Look it up. The footage.
Yeah, right
all
before I was flattened like a pancake.
Please look up the footage, guys. It is amazing. Run up the.
It's
I
pretty
mean,
funny. It's pretty funny.
It's really amazing.
Yeah, it's a
quite
pretty funny
incredible.
video.
But the highlights that Troy just played were incredible
Yeah,
as well.
that's
Like this man has true talent. I'm sure you're gonna be called back very, very soon.
It'd definitely be nice, you know. I never take myself too seriously, and I think that's kind
That's
of my
part of it,
strong
right?
point. Yeah, because once you take yourself too seriously, you get that ego.
Then you're gonna go up against the Vikings and get your ass kicked.
Exactly, exactly.
How was that gonna go
exactly.
any different?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean,
That was wild. They were like screaming, man.
and
They're
also
wild
his
boys.
partner. His partner was leveled immediately.
Oh yeah,
I think he
didn't
ran
have a
out of
chance.
the ring.
I didn't
He
have a
ran out of
chance.
the ring.
Yeah, he kind of did.
Ran out of the ring.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
I was stuck.
Did you get a? Yeah, you got a couple shots in, I think. Yeah,
Not
Yeah,
a
he
single
did.
one.
He did.
Not a single one.
They were
Maybe the
huge,
next
though.
night on 205, but nah, not against the Viking Raiders. Those boys were.
But J-Town, look up the footage and let us know what you think about that.
the partner is just so wild to me. He just
He
was
ran.
like done. He was
ran.
like, "Fuck this."
And then, oh man, he took a shot that was so hard. I mean, I was
They
like, how?
flattened him into the side.
That was
Yeah, on
so
the barricade.
tough.
That was insane. I saw
oh
that.
yeah.
Yeah, he's
That's a
sitting
big
against
boy
the
running
wall,
towards you,
and
too.
the
That's
guy
like
just
250.
Belly
Yeah.
flops right into him.
That's crazy.
They're big boys.
And he was just like, "Fuck this."
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
That's crazy.
Actually, I think I got a freeze frame on. Yeah, I think I
There's
probably.
Troy, I
height.
feel like if you grew up, you would have loved pro wrestling.
I'm
man.
sure I would have.
Like,
I love the Power Rangers. So,
Oh, yeah.
But no, it wasn't allowed.
So that's a little freeze frame. You can't really see the height because we got Kenny down there.
He's really
You
being.
kind of can. You know what I mean?
He looks like
You
he's being
gotta
tossed some of the
imagine
like
arm
people
lengths
throw
or-
their babies. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
toss me, Dad.
yeah, yeah.
That's what it looks
Seriously,
like.
how did he get that high?
I
It's insane.
don't know, man.
Check out the footage, guys. Vince McMahon wants to run the numbers up so we can get Ty back up there. Yeah.
It would be nice, man.
But honestly, your finishing move, I'm sure you could kick some ass. give yourself like 3 or 4 more appearances. You're kicking some ass on Monday night.
You never know. You never know. You know, I
might wanna
believe
see
in
that
good things
finisher.
happen to good people.
They
You know what I mean?
Like people want to see that. Like I would love to see it.
Yeah.
The ratings would go through the roof if you just kick someone's ass. Oh yeah,
Go viral.
it would, right?
Yeah, man.
He puts that finisher on some guy who's 250 pounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
muscle.
It makes sense. You know,
Makes a
that's
lot
how
of
you keep them
sense.
down.
Yeah.
I bet that video has a lot more views if he had just come in and just whooped those 2 big guys' asses. There'd be like a million views. They'd be like, what the hell's going on here?
And you had
Yeah,
a lot
right.
of
It just has the
striking.
biggest push of all WWE history right now.
Yeah, it would definitely be viral. For better or worse, it would be viral.
Oh man.
Because you had some great strikes. You could have kicked him. Sweet chin music. Mm-hmm. You got it.
Yep.
You got a fighter's chance in there.
Yeah.
Just like hid in the one dude's beard and came out like,
A fist comes out of the beard.
Yeah, all you just see is a Snapchat zooms in the beard.
Like Chuck
Is that,
Norris.
that might be a Peter Griffin too, yeah.
I think that is a
I think
Peter
it
Griffin.
is.
Roadhouse.
Roadhouse.
Phone lines are open, people. Do not forget about it. We still have not had a call in.
Damn.
Say, come on, let the hotline bling.
Holly, we're looking at you. Call in.
Call. What the hell?
Google Top's cut off. Click that link. Click the number. It's real easy. We want to hear from you.
I know when the...
But hey, Kenny,
Hey.
what's new with Kenny Flight? Let's get into some Kenny Flight here. He's a recording artist here locally in Salisbury. He's got a great hit single out right now, Summertime. No, it's not summertime right now, but listen to that single. It'll feel like summertime.
I was gonna say it's more like
Corona
chili
time. Corona time.
Amazing. I wish we could play it, even though we own
Oh, let's play it.
all the
Yeah,
rights.
I was gonna say, how does the copyright issues work with that too? Like,
Well, we own the rights, and when we
That's
play
what I
it, they
figured.
mute it, even though we own the rights. You know, people are always on here talking about, I don't own the rights. Well, we own the rights.
Oh, actually, if you go to my profile, you can pull up this video of him performing it live. That'd be cool to play too. Oh, I'll just play
There's
it.
not that much of it, though, I don't
Yeah,
think.
that's right. It's just
Yeah.
like the end of it.
Yeah.
I think on the Kenny Flight page,
You want
I got
people
the
to
whole
hear the-
performance on that one too.
You want people to hear? Here, I got you right here.
But search it up if you're at home.
Yeah.
He
Can you
performed
hear
at the beer fest.
What's happening?
Where's that? Pemberton?
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, that was last year. That was the last
Oh, you
second
down?
gig.
My bad, my bad.
My uncle just hit us up and just asked like,
That was fun as shit. Yeah, we did 2 days at the beer fest. It was awesome. The 3 of us. It was so much fun. 2 days or 3 days? We might have done 3. No, it was 2.
yeah, it was two
Friday night and Saturday.
Saturday. Yep. I remember you guys about to dip out like Saturday. Yep.
It was
I mean,
Friday. We had to
for
leave.
Cowboy.
Yeah, Cowboy. Yeah.
This is Summertime by Kenny Flight.
Yeah, but when did we make this? This is last
Last
July?
year.
We made this yesterday. It's fresh.
It was the end of last summer.
Hey, Sarah Decker says, let's see some wrestling moves. We showed you the wrestling moves. She wants to see it live, though. All right, Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny,
Switch
go.
to the wide angle. Kenny, you go at it.
Yeah, let's
Let's go.
Nah.
Wait, but honestly, Kenny has experience in the ring. I forgot about that. Kenny, you have experience in the ring.
Not anywhere near as Tyler
Of course,
here.
of
Like,
course, of
I did
course.
like 2 indie matches, and then just one day when I was running, I tore my ACL and called it quits. I went to try it out for this opportunity to get some free training, and then just the injury just kept on creeping on me. And then right as I was just running, just my knee popped out. I was like, yeah, I'm done. Again, it was just like, one little shot at like one last shot, like, at like, that childhood dream, which again, this guy over here is fucking striving and succeeding in every way possible right now.
Absolutely, man.
Like,
And actually, now we got Jane says, yes, you guys should wrestle. Come on,
how much money are we
ladies.
talking? We can make this happen. Money talks.
Ladies,
Come on now.
ladies, please. That's not what this show's about.
I think it'd be great.
We're socially distant.
Yeah,
We're
say-
actually all Zooming right now. We're not in the same room.
Tops nuts and
Somebody choke slam Kevin. I see that.
Hey,
Shout out to Greg Palmer.
yeah, that's an old school wrestling fan with the choke slam reference.
Oh yeah.
I feel like he hit you a few times that when you guys were kids, didn't they? Like
oh
on
yeah,
matches.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. And the
That's his older brother.
And
So
what was the
Yeah.
Dean Malenko move and the Bret Hart,
Oh, the
Oh,
sharpshooter.
the sharpshooter.
Oh, the cloverleaf. Yeah, that stuff's
Yeah.
brutal.
Overly fun. That
That's
hurt.
they're brutal.
The Sting, the old.
Oh yeah.
That guy, he had like a sharpshooter himself.
Oh, he
right?
did, yeah.
yeah.
Scorpion Deathlock. That's what it
Yeah,
was.
yeah. Kenny Kana, did someone say wrestling? Don't make me get my mat, says Joss Weaver.
Oh man, what up, Josh? That's the OG brew bar manager right there, man. Good times back then too. Oh man, dude. Yeah, like, whew, crap. That brings back memories too. Just like growing up watching it on TV and like all the crap that we got into. Like it was just, oh my god.
Greg Palmer, I hit Kevin with every move in the book. Don't worry about it.
Shots have been fired.
This is a shoot, brother.
Oh, we're playing again. I gotta stop you, Kenny.
That's Summertime by Kenny Flight. Possibly top 5 summertime song. There's a lot of summertime songs. We got Kenny Chesney. We got Will Smith. We got Kenny Flight.
I think New Kids on the Block did one.
There's a
It's
lot.
like, wait, do they still make music?
They did.
Wouldn't they be old kids by now?
Yeah, they'd be the grandkids on the block.
Absolutely.
Or
Is that Marky
The
Mark?
middle-aged men.
That is
Mark,
Marky
yeah.
Mark.
Yeah,
Mark
damn it.
Wahlberg.
I gotta play some New Kids on the radio next week.
Oh my
Because
God.
we're talking about it. Hey Siri.
It just comes up all his ideas like on the fly.
Nah, next week. No, it's not Halloween week.
Sarah
Never
Decker
mind.
says, awesome song. Sarah
Oh,
Decker,
thank you, Sarah.
add that
Appreciate
to your
that.
playlist because listening local is the easiest way to add value to your community.
Let
You
him-
already pay for Spotify. You already pay for Apple Music. Listen local.
Let Kenny take you down South Beach summertime.
He'll do it.
Let him do it.
I don't know about all that now. Shit. It's a little too cold for that, man. It's chilly. Oh.
We got a guest. It's my girlfriend. Now. She's just coming. Come on in, babe. Come on.
It's Shah
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the room.
Hey, if you got a question for anybody, guys, please call in. Do not hesitate.
I saw
to
J-Town
call in.
asked how the match was, like pain-wise. Yeah, it was
Hey,
it was
come on in,
crazy.
babe.
It
Say
was-
what's
come on
up.
in.
Hi, how are you?
Don't be shy now.
Good, I'm Ty.
I'm shy.
I know Charlie's excited to see you.
But that
Hey, see you guys.
that match with the Viking Raiders was very brutal. As you can see at the beginning, they grab me by my throat and they throw me right into the turnbuckle. I've never been thrown so hard in my life, man. And then for them to continue that, they pick me up, throw me into the other dude, and
Man, I'm sure.
Dude, I
it
heard
was
that
brutal.
thud, too.
It was
I heard
brutal,
that
man.
thud,
It
man.
was, you know what I mean?
They really took it pretty
Yeah,
far.
they did. But you know, overall though, the product itself, it looked halfway decent.
It was amazing. I mean, they
It looked
threw
halfway
you
decent.
so hard. Yeah. And like your friend, was he okay?
Huh?
Was your buddy okay?
Yeah, he was fine. he
I
was
mean,
good.
when he got slammed, when he just
when
body
he got
slammed him,
that knocked the wind out of him, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. After that, that was
Yeah.
it for him.
is the sternum okay? Is the,
He's still wrestling. He's all right. Yeah, he's all right. He's
That
actually the
was
son
wild.
of a former WWE Extra Talent, performer. So basically, what I did, his dad used to do it.
wow.
Yeah, so he's technically I wouldn't say a second generation Extra Talent worker.
Well, if
'cause I
anyone's
don't-
taking notes down there, someone took notes and said,
Yeah.
"This guy Ty Awesome, he can do it. He can do it."
It was just picking straws, you know,
Mm-hmm.
picking straws, man. That's what I say. Fate and good things happen to good people. Right place at the right time. There's a lot of ways you can put it. That night was a very special night, and it's definitely a night that'll never be taken from me. So to have that moment, I'm very blessed. Very grateful because not everybody can get to live their dreams or live long enough to live their dreams, as a matter of fact. You know what I mean? So for me to go and be on national television, even if it was just one time, that's an accomplishment.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I got to do something that I've always wanted to do. Kenny, we used to watch wrestling together from our TV screens. And then to come and to do that and have all the kids from high school
Dude.
blow up Facebook and be like, holy cow, my boy was on TV. Like
I saw someone on
I
your
was on that there TV. Like I
really were,
was
man.
like, and it was really cool, man.
That was like
You
one
know?
of the biggest things anyone from Salisbury's done. Let's be honest.
I'm not gonna lie. When I saw your Snap story, I think you were just posting something on the backstage or something. I don't know. And
No,
I was
not on my phone there.
No, you were not?
No, I might have posted something on my way driving somewhere. but
maybe it had to be something like that. But then it was just like when you popped up on TV. I just remember watching it. I had goosebumps, and I was just like, look at this mother.
I couldn't believe they told me to talk on the microphone. Which was crazy enough.
Okay, now on that
Yeah.
topic, Baltimoreans.
They billed me from Pittsburgh, so you go with the flow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so when I was there, they billed me from Pittsburgh, which was
so what'd you say on the mic? Yeah.
they asked, they said, Brian, Tyler, they're like, why do you guys think you can beat the Viking Raiders tonight? And they asked Brian first. He's like, well, it's an opportunity, and we did drive all the way from Pittsburgh. and then the crowd booed, and I got a good laugh out of it. That was pretty funny.
That's hilarious.
So it comes to me.
Okay.
And then I come to the microphone and I'm like, holy shit, I'm about to say something. And so I was like, and we are going to make the Viking Raiders look like a couple of Baltimoreans. And then the crowd didn't like that either. And then they came out. I was flattened like a pierogi, and then that was it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Baltimoreans.
Yeah,
Amazing.
but everyone who knew, if you knew me, you knew that I'm a Salisbury boy. So
Yeah.
I'm a Bury boy. So
Man, the Civic Center, they've had a couple ever do it at the Civic Center when that comes to
typically,
town. That would be like the perfect situation.
that would be
right?
awesome, you know, to do something like that. But for real, they don't really do for their live events like that. Those are non-televised that they do here. I didn't know if you knew that or not. But when they come to the Civic Center, it's non-televised.
Okay, so yeah.
Because those
But
guys,
still be cool.
they
Still be cool.
go 365 days a year. They go
It's brutal,
nonstop.
yeah.
They're in no off season.
Just a traveling show.
Yeah, they're on
Yeah.
TV Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and sometimes on Sundays. And sometimes they'll have special events on Saturdays, and then they'll have to go places to film something on a Tuesday. And,
Yeah, I've seen a
you know,
couple things. Like actually, like Joe Rogan, he had Jake the Snake on his show. Did you ever see that show when Joe Rogan interviewed Jake the Snake?
I haven't seen that one.
Man, he dropped just so much knowledge about how grueling it is. It's amazing what they
Yeah,
do.
yeah, those guys go through
And,
a lot.
and another thing that will kind of take you behind the scenes. You ever seen the Andre the Giant HBO documentary?
I did see that.
You
Very
ever seen
deep.
that, Troy?
No.
That's something that
It was good.
anybody
It was
should
one of
know.
those things
Holy
that
crap.
I waited to watch. Like
Yeah.
like I was like, okay, it's coming on this time. Like, yeah, it was really good.
What an amazing human being. Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
But yeah, just to go to your point, but like 365 days a year, like you said.
Yeah,
Or
so
is that what you said?
Yeah, those guys wrestle 365 days a year, so not every time they wrestle it's televised. They're like, I mean, they're like a live action circus kind of. You know, you go to town. You know, that's how it works. You know, you go and entertain and go to the next town. That's how it is. So when they come here, it's not televised. Typically, when they need extra talent, they want them for TV.
Yeah.
So you can just stand in the background and stuff like that. Or if you're lucky, you get a match. So.
You ever do they ever give you notes like, hey, we need you to do this, this, and this if you want to get on TV?
Not necessarily. When you inquire or they inquire with you, they kind of give you an idea of you know what they want. They want you to wear a suit and tie. They want you to look nice. They want you to it's very
Just to get your Speedo on there and go out there.
that's the thing, man. You have to think it's $1 billion company. Their image is important.
Nice.
You know, so I mean that's how they roll, and you know that's how it should be. You know what I
Did
mean?
you see Vince McMahon live in the human flesh ever?
Craziest thing. Okay, so first time I met Vince McMahon, it was so scary.
You
Well,
met
I
him?
didn't meet
Okay,
him,
cool.
but I'll
You saw
tell
him
you.
in the human flesh.
I have two moments with Vince McMahon, and I feel like my second one makes up for the first one. So the first time, it was the first time I ever been as an extra talent guy, and I forget who it was. I think it was Drew. No, it was Rory Gulak. He gave me the idea of going up to Curtin because after SmackDown, Vince goes to his jet, and so he's got to walk out and leave. So he's got to see who's there. And I remember Gene Snitsky was just there just to be there, and Vince hugged him, shook his hand, and then he was walking by me, and I went, stuck my hand out, and Vince looked at my hand and kept walking. So hey, that's $1 million dude.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say
You went for it. You have
to
go for
try.
it. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
and but the second time I met Vince, it was after I was on Monday Night Raw. I was about to go out and wrestle for 205 Live, and I did the same thing. I took Rory Gulak's advice. He wasn't there this time, but I took his advice, go up there, just do some stretches, get ready before I go out, and I'm going to wrestle. So Vince leaves. Curtin, like he always does, he walks past me and Brandon Scott, which is the guy I tagged with the next night. And he said, thank you, boys, for yesterday. And just keeps walking. He legit walks like that strut. He said, "Thank you, boys, for yesterday."
Like walking into white people walking into Home Depot.
Pretty
Is that
much.
what we're talking about?
And I was just like, "Wow, thank you very much. Thank you for the opportunity." And I look over to my right, and Bailey's, if you've seen the professional wrestler Bailey, she was sitting there just sitting, and she went like this. She was like that's good. Like you gave me 2 thumbs up.
Oh, that's sick. That's not reassuring.
Yeah.
Can we acknowledge the fact that Conor McGregor stole Vince McMahon's walk? like
Oh,
to a
yeah,
certain
that's
extent.
another guy
Like,
who
come
does
on
it.
now,
Yeah.
the whole shoulder strap, man. Goddamn.
Man, that's great though. Yeah, one of the most just influential people ever. Like he took the way I understand it, wrestling used to have like all these regional conferences and stuff, and then Vince McMahon just singly bought every single one of them out and just made like some huge national juggernaut.
Yeah.
Like, what a workhorse. Like, crazy.
Yep. And the crazy thing about that is it's what his dad fought against. So Vince Sr., he was a wrestling and boxing promoter.
He wanted it to be regional?
He wanted everyone to have their own identity for the most part.
Gotcha.
And then when Vince took over, started buying these territories because everyone stuck to their own territory, stuck to themselves, or, they would have a world champion go here or there just to show off the territory to get people to come or whatever. But Vince bought all those territories to get the best stars he could and, take over. And it was all about where you're broadcasting on TV. So Vince McMahon was buying these places so he could broadcast his promotion everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, he's making a monopoly pretty much.
Yeah,
right?
and
He was like buying like AWA, like American Wrestling
he was
Association,
buying them all. You named it, he
OVW, like
bought
all
it.
those like
everything
small
in
ones.
America. He was
He
buying.
bought everything in America.
He
man.
all the way down to WCW. He bought it. Other
It's funny.
than TNA, he hadn't
'Cause,
bought
like,
TNA
I'm
yet.
a
That's the one
Monopoly-
that shocks me still to this
He
day.
hadn't
He
bought
has not
TNA
bought
yet.
that one yet.
I mean, that's a monopoly, right?
100%.
WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Not that I care, but it seems like
we're
they're like,
talking-
whatever, it's wrestling.
If we
We'll let it slide.
would you say business side over that more than anything?
I
'Cause,
would
like
say
that's the definition of monopoly.
with
Is
reputation, yes. WWE has a very strong reputation. They've been doing this for over 50, 60
But then again, there
years.
was WCW, but
Yeah, there
they
was
bought
WCW,
that, right?
Like,
so
yeah,
they bought that.
Is
you know
the
what I mean?
NFL a monopoly?
In a way,
we
yeah.
could. Didn't they buy
Canadian
AFL?
Football League, I guess.
No, I
don't
mean
know.
the CFL and the AFL and the XFL are all allowed to operate, but like, why bother? The fucking NFL they're going up against.
good
point.
I feel like
Good
that's
point.
the other.
It's like why? Yeah,
yeah,
but
why even bother?
with AEW just coming into wrestling the last year and a half, it's been a little change. You know what I mean? I wouldn't say with the necessarily Raw or SmackDown, but with like NXT. I don't know if you're current with NXT. Yeah, I know
I've seen
you-
that. That's pretty crazy, wild stuff.
NXT
Yeah.
is their developmental program where they have awesome guys and girls just fucking kill it.
And they do a lot of acrobatics over there.
They
right?
do. They
Yeah.
do a lot of acrobatics. They do a lot of theatrics. Do a lot of storytelling. So they definitely do all that kind of stuff. And with AEW, they got a little bit of a challenge, And WWE has let a lot of people go who are solid workers. I mean, WWE can't hold on to every single guy forever. That's how company works. You got to get rid of your older guys to get your younger talent a moment because your
Yeah.
younger talent might be the one
Yeah,
to make
people
you
like The
money.
Undertaker just clinging to life.
I mean, you have to think about it. Like John Cena, he started at the bottom. He was just a guy that they picked up from developmental, dropped him in, and he made it himself. You know what I mean? So that's basically what they have to do for these younger talent. They got to pick them up, put them into place. But to pick them up, put them into place, you got to take these bigger guys out.
Yeah.
And who have been there for so long and this, that, and the other. But a lot of those guys, they still have a lot left in them. So they go to AEW, and now it's like I'm watching, a lot of these younger talent guys who are older, but they never really got their due diligence in WWE. Like they never got pushed to the point to where they could have been megastars when they obviously had capabilities of it.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's always cool to go back and forth and watch WWE because they're always evolving. They're always doing something new, and stuff like that. And then watching AEW, it's a completely new product. It's kind of like watching WCW all over again. It's that new rugged product where they're doing edgy stuff and they're being innovative. So it's very neat.
I'm sure it's tough to keep it fresh.
It's hard to say that WWE is a monopoly right now. WWE or professional wrestling right now was honestly going through a boom. I would say last year and the year before. I mean, we had WWE, we had TNA/Impact, we had ROH that was killing it. We had NWA that was rocking and rolling.
Yeah, they started blooming back up, and there was IWGP always.
Yeah, and
like
Japan's been coming more and more on the American side too, because Japanese Parasa wrestling, it's strong style. They're brutal. They will strike you like
They would,
they're
like,
brutal
legit
people.
hit you in the face,
and,
like-
and the sport of wrestling in Japan is a lot more sacred. I feel like you see professional wrestling in America, WWE, people are cheering, booing. You see them in Japan, they're
No way.
It's
No
wa-
way.
it is the wildest thing, and then they do something crazy. It's like, oh yeah, yeah, it's crazy because that's how much respect in Japan it has because it's that style. They're a lot stronger hitting and stuff like that. So a lot of American people would rather watch a more rugged, real sports are. You know what I mean? Not that WWE isn't. There's still
cage matches and chairs.
For sure. It's just a little bit more intense, if you will. Yeah.
It's American, man.
Yeah.
We do that to everything.
Yeah.
Our giant sodas.
We water it down.
Yeah.
It's a
like
live,
beer.
it's a
We
live
water it
action
down.
movie, right?
Donut chicken sandwich.
I was about to say, if you're ever really into hardcore or any of that stuff, like, and I think you might have wrestled for him too, Combat Zone.
I haven't wrestled for Combat, but I've been to a couple of their places. Not places, but I went to their dojo once to check it out. And it's a cool place, you know what I mean? But right now, I think they're down. I think a lot of stuff went down, but I don't know. I don't know anything. I'm not in that loop, so I'm gonna stay out of it because I don't like heat. So
of course, no, I get that. I wouldn't put you in a situation, but like back on that topic, like if you're talking about hardcore, gritty, like that backyard environment, which a lot of people criticize in the industry for, but mainly not even the backyard per se, just like straight up like yeah, I would just say hardcore like / style wrestling because they have glass 2x4s, fluorescent tubing, all that shit in those kind of matches, barbed wire. It's that's just basically, you remember Mankind growing up.
Oh my God.
It's all his style of wrestling in a single nutshell kind of a tournament.
It's getting crazy too. Like if you I don't know if you know who or heard of Matt Tremont, but he's got a promotion. It's H2O. Man, they're basically like doing that hardcore thing. They're doing it.
I mean, I saw some footage the other day of some guy going off. It seemed like 4 stories or something.
I'm sure that was Joey Janela.
Yeah.
Jeez, no, this cat. Oh my God.
they're
I'm sure
really
that
doing
was
some
Joey
reckless
Janela.
stuff. Yeah.
That could have been Zandig.
Like if I was watching that live, my heart would have been in my stomach or whatever they say. I don't know.
There was a bump I saw that I just went down. It's like probably a whole story off. It's like you could tell they're in like some old storage facility, but it's like the guy's on the table slips under, the guy jumps up, and as soon as he hit him, the table slips under him, and they both hit the concrete. But this guy, like literally, it's a whole story.
Didn't Vice just make like a documentary about some like not too well known wrestler who like met his like actual demise because someone moved because he jumped? You have any idea what I'm talking about?
I might.
Yeah,
I know. You know what?
Never heard of
Vice
him.
has some really good
Vice,
specials.
Vice has
Yeah.
killed it with the it's not Beyond the Mat. It's
The
Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah,
The
Chris
Darkest Side of the
Benoit
Ring.
special was
Yeah,
phenomenal.
that was crazy good.
You guys gotta
I
watch that.
remember
one.
when
I
that
haven't seen
came
it.
out and everyone was talking about it.
It was
Dark
crazy.
Side of the
It's very.
He was one of my
intense.
favorite guys. He was a
He was-
WCW guy.
The day that he
Yeah.
died,
He was legitimately one of my favorite guys.
I did
Yeah.
a diving headbutt on my trampoline, which was one of his signature moves.
Yeah.
And come the same day he passed away. Did what he did.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And it's crazy stuff.
Yeah, he was in a wasn't he in Raven's flock? I might be.
He was a
conflating.
4 horseman.
He was a 4 horseman.
He was a 4 horseman. Yeah.
Yes.
He
With
was there for
Dean
a while.
Malenko.
Yeah,
and,
it was him, Dean, Flair. Maybe
yeah.
Pillman. Maybe.
I don't know if I'd remember the.
Yeah,
fourth
I would
guy.
say like
Yeah.
Arn Anderson definitely was one of the
Anderson
OGs.
was definitely there. He was
Yeah.
definitely the bread and butter.
Yeah, he was in it with Flair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, dude, that just opened up the floodgates right there, man. Like, yeah, like, dude. Hey, play the Stone. Do you got the Stone Cold one on there?
I think I do. Where is that son of a bitch?
Hold up. If it's him saying "son of a bitch," I'm gonna be even more impressed.
Maybe it's not on here.
Nah, dude,
It's
like
on your DJ board.
Yeah, I know I got it on the DJ.
when we
board.
first
Play it all
started
the time.
DJing too, I was always encouraging, please, if you could get some more wrestling samples. I was like, first thing, we gotta get the woo, and he got that the next day. I've been abusing the shit out of that. It's like a woo gun. It's like woo, woo, woo.
No, I don't think I got it on
Yeah,
here.
Kev plays it like rhythmically. Like sometimes, like I'll be doing like I'll be building up to something, and I'll hear this little woo, 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 woo. And I'll be like, damn, Kev, play that woo. Yeah. Like it's a fucking musical instrument,
Especially
man.
during Pop Smoke's Woo.
Yeah.
All right, yeah.
I was going,
She went up with
she
the
went up
woo.
with the woo. You know I'm
We
going.
just came out the bathroom.
Hey Troy, any cool
Scooter
current
mix.
events or anything like that we can talk about? Anything like that?
Oh yeah, man.
Anything like that? I feel like we're going to be signing off here in the next like 10 or so.
Crazy,
So if you
yeah.
want to like call in or ask anything, guys, let us know.
Crazy stuff happening.
We are live here with Ty Awesome and Kenny Flight. It's Talking with Tops Cut Off. We've had a great show so far. Let us know if you have any questions, guys.
It's been chill, man. This is definitely
Anybody else just realized I have a folding chair right beside me the whole time we're
wow.
talking about pro
That's
wrestling?
funny.
I thought
I'm like,
that earlier, man. I thought that earlier.
That's for me when you speak up.
Hey, no, all right, fine, let's get it, baby. Come on.
Oh, Here you go, man. I got a news story for you. Kanye West. It's not up here.
Oh, my bad.
I'll pull it up. Kanye West, who everyone loves hearing about,
So
is officially a write-in candidate. All
I was just
now
about
you
to
can pull
ask
it up,
that.
Kev.
Wow.
Look at this. In the state of Maryland, you can
Way to
vote for
go,
Kanye
guys.
if you want.
We did it.
He did it. He got the.
he was just here like a couple of weeks ago. I'm like,
Yeah, he was. He was campaigning. He came
He was a
to our
black
state.
pen, guys.
He came to our godforsaken
He
state.
came to Oxford, Maryland, and he ate at Latitude 38, and he had wine and I don't know, like fish and chips or some shit. They said.
That's exquisite.
Yeah, that was Kanye.
It's nice to be fortunate, isn't it?
Kanye, baby. He came to Oxford.
that Kanye money, man, it's different.
We got Anna in the comments saying, "Hey, Tyler."
What's going on? How are you? Man, do you know, like,
Oh,
back in
sorry.
the day, like, Metallica, they used to, like, ask, like, certain venues, like, hey, we want M&Ms, but we want all the green ones taken out, or they want just the green ones. I forget which one it
I've
was.
heard about that,
And then
yeah.
whenever they would go there and it wasn't how they wanted to, they would do their breach of contract, and they would be like, hey, we're not doing anything until this is inspected, this, that, and the other, because if you didn't get my M&Ms right, you didn't get the stage right. you got to help me. Like, and they wouldn't play until everything was Gucci. Like, so it's crazy.
Yeah, now it all makes sense. Yeah, if you can't even get the M&Ms, all right, you probably
Hey,
didn't get
man,
the stage right.
I wonder what Vince
Now
does.
it makes sense.
It's like, if I don't have my medium rare steak, I swear
There,
to God.
Yeah.
there are, it's
He
funny
is
to read
he's
like
a beefy guy, man.
it's funny to read
He's
like
huge. He's
craziest rider.
jacked.
Craziest.
Dude, yeah, he's been on the cover of Muscle Fitness for like multiple years.
He's
like,
done it.
How old is he? 65?
Dude, hands down, and I no
didn't mi-
disrespect, but he
70.
definitely was using performance enhancers. Like, you can't be past 50 and not getting that jacked.
But Kanye is a write-in, huh?
He's right in Maryland, guys.
Kanye West.
Hit him up.
Who we all voting for? I'm just kidding. Let's not go there.
I was like, I'm treating this just like the bar. I don't speak religion or politics, man. You got to change that up.
So don't go there.
Yeah, that's my dad's
Dude, it's
YouTube page.
It's
that's right.
insane. Like, he
He's
just
killing
like, I remember when you guys tell me, like, when I hung out with you a couple years ago, it was like when he started doing the Viagra thing, and I'm like, I'm peeping out these highlight reels. I'm like, damn, your dad's a natural like Sony Pro and all video editing software, and he's just killing it, man.
Yeah,
like,
my dad's like my dad's in his almost 60s, and he figured out how to do all this stuff like on his own.
great.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's pretty funny.
has he ever thought about doing weddings and stuff? Like,
I'm sure he would, if he was asked. My dad's pretty, decent. Give him a price, he'll do it.
yeah, right.
Yeah, my dad's traveled to shows without me before. There's been shows where like I'm just like, nah, just either money or is just not feeling it or whatever. My dad would go, just give him a payday. He'll go
Yeah,
up and he'll
yeah.
drive. That's just how he is. Just the kind of guy he is, though. He likes helping people, and I got him into wrestling. So I mean, it's really cool. My dad used to be the kind of guy who would kind of down wrestling. So to be able to be the person that gets him to watch wrestling, let alone him watch his son and fall in love with it, it's pretty fucking cool.
That
Yeah,
is
that,
great.
that's sick, man. That
You
is
got to make
awesome.
it to quite the high, spot for that to happen too.
Yeah. Yeah. My dad's definitely been like my right hand man through the whole operation. And like I put a status a while ago, like that night on Monday Night Raw, that moment where I was thrown up in the air and slammed down and wrestled on national television. That's not the only moment I have that night. Like right after that, me and my pops, we parked in a parking garage. And because my dad was there, he was there for that night. For my biggest moment, and what really I can consider, in a way, not his biggest moment, but it's our biggest moment together because we've worked so hard to get to that point. So it took a lot. Of hard work between me and my dad and traveling and wrestling these guys and just getting better and going through ups and downs, whether it be with emotionally or wrestling in general, you go through these things. I went through those things with my dad, you know what I mean? With all the long car rides and stuff like that. So, man, after that night, man, I met my dad in that parking garage, man. And I had a hug with my dad that I'll never forget.
I'm sure, man.
Yeah, like just because we had worked so hard to get to that moment. Me and my dad don't always get along, but we love each other, and that's a good thing to have with your dad. Me and my dad we do get along, but I mean, we're father son. We're a lot alike. So
just to get that respect and everything.
yeah,
and just
and-
whatever you want to call
and
it.
that
Yeah.
genuine, love and hard work accomplished. I got to share that with my dad. And I think that was another really cool moment about that night is that I got to, really have that with him too. I feel like, in a way I can kind of die happy knowing that my dad was there for something so big, even if this isn't the only time I ever, perform for them or have a big moment or wrestle, the next name. But like
Truly bucket list. Truly bucket list.
Yeah. To have my dad with that was probably another like big part of that moment.
That's so sick, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's one of the biggest things anyone from Salisbury's ever really done, man.
There's a lot of time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people can do.
Yeah. I mean, of course, there's so many
Kenny Floyd has an album out coming this fall.
That's right. But that's true. Before we head out of here, anything else you want to plug, man? Anything you got coming up, Ty? Awesome.
Really right now I'm just kind of going with the flow with everything going on in the world right now.
Actually, how can we get these Ty Awesome t-shirts?
So just message me on Facebook, man. Ty Awesome t-shirts are easy to get. You can go to my Facebook, Tyler Hastings is pretty easy to find, or you can just message me on my actual page. It's Ty Awesome. I got, Twitter at Ty Awesome Pro. I got Instagram at Ty Awesome. I'm pretty easy to get in touch with if you want to get in touch with me. If you have any questions, it's super easy too. I'm not really doing anything too much right now. I feel like waiting for the right moment in time. I feel like, I've been wrestling for a good while too, six years. I feel like every pop star, or every country singer likes to change to a pop star. I like to use that Taylor Swift reference. And
Annalise wants a t-shirt.
that's my missus. Yeah, she's getting one. She knows she's getting one. Yeah, so I forget what I was talking about.
I just started to a pop star.
Yeah, like Taylor Swift, she went from country singer to pop star, so I feel like
I'm with
there's
you,
a time in my career right now,
When me and Kevin started DJing, we played the most unholy, ungodly music known to man.
Kind of had to.
I don't know who. No, it wasn't even that, dude. It was like the most brutal EDM. I don't know who in a bar.
Okay. Now I know what you're talking about.
Would ever have wanted to listen to the shit we played when we first started playing.
That's so funny.
And now we play top 40 shit on the radio. So I know exactly what you mean. Yeah.
Now I know what you
So
mean.
change is always inevitable in wrestling too. Sometimes in a story, people change and things like that. So I kind of, I've done this flippy thing for a long time. Maybe I won't do that anymore. Maybe I'm gonna do more of it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things I could really do with my career right now. I'm 25. I'm still young. So I got a lot of time, and I can make a lot more time in this business if I think wisely, think more conservatively. Yep. So right now I'm just kind of taking things easy, let my body rest. I've had a nice little break with COVID, and just kind of taking it easy. I'm a Salisbury kid, small town kid who got to live his dream for 1 or 2 nights. I never let my ego inflate. I try not to anyway.
Humble.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm just very grateful to have the opportunities I've been given, the things I've been given, have the friends that I have the support that I have, and all those things add up to where I've gotten to.
And he definitely needs more local support, guys. So look up Ty Awesome, get a t-shirt, look up his footage, give him some views on YouTube.
Yeah, follow Papa Scott Productions on YouTube. Let my dad know you watched tonight.
Like, comment, share, baby.
And how about you, Kenny? Got anything you want to plug before we head out?
Ain't nothing much, same old same. Just waiting for all the stuff to start getting back normal before I get back to any kind of music stuff.
Getting
Just
back up
DJing.
on
I saw you got a
stage.
gig coming up, Kenny. Plug that, man.
I got downtown for Denny right now going on. So for you guys that don't know, I work for Mogan's Oyster House, downtown Salisbury. It's a newer bar. We're coming up on a 1-year reunion or a celebration since opening in about a week or 2 here. And with that being said, our owner, Denny, he's right now going through some tough times with LAS. And so the cool thing is everybody kind of contributed together from like the downtown area to go ahead and just like, all right, we're going to all contribute like the third Sunday of every month right now for the next coming months.
So this is not going to be the last.
Yeah, it will not
cool.
be. And so what happens is like, from like, let's say 12 to 4, 50% of all proceeds in the restaurant or like that they're going to make are going to go towards Denny's family, trust fund, and medical bills to make sure the family's still going to be on top.
It's a great cause, guys. You
It's
got to come
phenomenal.
out. When is
Awesome.
this? When is this again?
So the next date's going to be at Roadie Joe's Downtown Bar and Grill.
Love Roadie Joe's. I'll plug Roadie Joe's right now.
yeah,
I
right,
will
those
plug
wings,
Roadie-
boy.
I ate those General Tso's boneless wing today, and I got some Roadie fries with yum yum sauce. Go ahead and see your boys. They're
God,
good.
they got
They're
great
good. Go ahead,
Roadie
Kenny. I'm
fries.
sorry.
You know, hey, it's all good, bro. Hey, you got to
I
promo
love
what
some
you
Roadie
can
Joe's.
too, man.
Shout out
love
to
some
Roadie
Roadie
Joe's
Joe's,
home
dude.
making the yum yum sauce too.
Yeah. Oh, my
lit, man.
goodness, that
It's so
yum
Man,
yum.
good.
it's savage.
It's so good.
But like I said, so it's downtown for Denny. 50% of all proceeds go to the family, medical bills, trust fund, et cetera, et cetera. It's for a great cause, and as such, like it's awesome to see the community come together and just contribute all, not only for one guy, but for a family and for a purpose. And it's all heartwarming, man. It's like, it's turning what would seem like some of the darkest situations into a bright sunny day. So like there's nothing wrong with that. I'm more happy and willing to take care of it and help out. And again, like I said, I work at Mogan's. So hey, if you guys ever get the chance downtown, come on, hang out, man. Great food, great
music,
time,
great
and like,
calls.
Like, dude, trust me,
Wear a mask.
100%. Trust me, I am not getting shit for that one.
That's right. Hey, Troy, what should we plug before we go?
We're off this weekend. 12 to 2 on Saturday. Special long edition of In the Mix with the boys from Top
Oh,
Spin
yeah,
Off.
that's right.
man,
They're
12
going to
to
play us
2.
for 2 hours this
Yep,
Saturday
2
on
hours.
the
It won't be
Ray.
live, but it's mix. And then every day 12 to 1.
12 to 1 every
Monday
weekday.
to Friday,
You can catch
yeah.
us Power 101.7. Of course, every Thursday at Brew River College Night. They're getting big, guys. They're getting
It's gonna be
bigger.
nice, man.
Come on out.
It's good, yes.
Trust me, like I was there last year, and this is a party you guys do not want to miss.
It's
Is
the
that,
best.
that
Yeah,
is
Halloween,
like,
Halloween
I'm
is still
telling you.
happening, so fuck what you
Oh,
heard.
yeah,
Put your
definitely wear a
costume on.
mask.
Yo, I was peanut
Yeah,
butter,
okay.
and my girlfriend was jelly this year. It was a whole thing. It was
Great.
awesome.
Oh, yeah. We might be dodgeball.
We were thinking about being Average Joes.
That is
Dude,
awesome.
you gotta be.
we
Oh
got
my
some
gosh.
Average Joe's
You know,
costumes.
might as
yeah.
well just do something easy this year.
Yeah,
you know?
we love that movie.
Oh,
So,
yeah,
yeah,
it's
Brew
good.
River, and if you haven't seen the flyer's sick.
It's a sick flyer.
I know
It's
you
gonna
guys
be
don't
an
watch
amazing
wrestling
party.
right now, but there's a wrestler right now. It's MJF. He stole a line from Dodgeball, and it's his catchphrase. It's "I'm better than you, and you know it."
Oh my god.
Yes, it's "I'm better
That's
than."
awesome.
He
That's
says-
from Dodgeball?
That's from Dodgeball.
I
Yeah, it's
think
Dwight
that is from
Goodman's
Dodgeball.
gym.
That's awesome.
He was like, "Remember when you come to I forget what the gym's called." But he was like, "Oh,
Globo Gym.
you go when you come to Globo Gym, we're better, and you know it."
Yep. We're better than you, and you know it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's on
dude,
the automated.
it's in the
Yeah,
infomercial
yeah.
he's making. Yeah. Dude, that is such a good movie.
Yeah, man, and it all comes back.
Such a good movie.
But there it is. There's the glorious flyer we're talking about. October 29th. Oh, that's the
I feel like Brittany had
Halloween.
something to do with
That's
Freddy
college night
Krueger, didn't she?
Halloween.
No, that's a brew thing. That's a brew get that made.
Oh, that's awesome. I was like, because now I remember you and Brittany told me both of y'all love Freddy. So I was like,
That's what we did last year. She was Freddy Krueger last year.
oh, that's awesome.
The makeup was.
Brittany
Oh,
killed
dude,
it.
that's right. I was Bowser and you guys were Mario and Luigi.
Yeah.
Dude, I was shaking my tail all throughout the bar that night, boy. I was getting litty like a
I
titty.
know we got footage of that. I know
That
we
was
got
so
footage
funny.
of that.
Oh, my.
I know I got
Kenny
to
and
go way
the
back
Bowser
for that.
costume. Oh, it's
Bro,
so-
like, that tail was causing me too much trouble.
no, we didn't even
This
work at
book's
Power
coming out
then.
soon. Shout out to her.
Oh yes.
I was like thinking that too.
The Keepers on Netflix.
The Keepers. Check it out
Wild
on Netflix.
documentary.
Yeah, it's
Wild
amazing.
documentary.
Is that
Happened in Maryland.
No.
Nah, bro. So we
I
did not.
gotta
It was
see
before
this.
all this.
Before
Before
all
the
this,
radio.
Dude, I was like,
Before
Before
New
New
Year's.
Year's.
We're getting
Before the
there you
Christmas
go.
sweater.
Christmas. Somewhere like this.
no, I keep going down, because
Yeah,
I
bro,
remember
before
that.
I need it was November. God,
There
Kev,
we go.
do so
There,
much.
there.
Yes, look at the boys. Oh yeah.
Oh, no, wait, that's
we're
something-
not in this a lot.
Yep.
Well, no, that one clip though was
There you
just
go.
phenomenal right there.
There we go.
That's last year, guys. It was super lit. Yeah, Luigi and Mario just giving it to him nonstop.
It was great.
That's what she said.
That's the kind of party you want to be at.
What a time.
Get in there. Yeah. We're going to do it all again. October 29th and also October 31st.
Yes.
Of course. No, don't play
yeah.
that.
I was
Don't
about
play
to
that.
say that screams anti-COVID, but that time was one wild night, boy. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because that 1,000 miles turns into Tatiana.
That's right.
Yeah, that
Look
night
at
was
that crowd.
insane.
That was
dude.
fun shit. That
That
was
night
fun
was
shit.
insane.
I got lost multiple times.
Shoo.
Nothing like a bunch of college kids jumping up and down to music.
And the line, dude, when they closed the doors at like midnight. The line was like down the block. Like it was insane.
Don't tell SU.
Yeah.
No, this was last
You beat
year.
it before I could say it.
Actually, this is current right now, somehow.
This is live.
But yeah, guys, you know what we do. We're always busy. It's talking with Tops
Sheesh.
Cut Off, baby. Oh, that
So
was
little
that
cop.
legacy.
It's a little comment, but
But tune in next time. It has been a great episode, guys.
Yes.
It really was been amazing talking to you, Ty Awesome. Always great talking to you, Kenny Flight. A lot of great insight into the WWE and wrestling and everything like that.
I'm glad
sure
Kenny was
everybody
here because I
enjoyed
could
it.
not have done that with
Yeah.
you, bro.
The crowd's going crazy.
Yeah, man. I'm definitely glad you guys, reached out. Whenever somebody reaches out to me to come do something, it definitely makes me feel good. Makes me feel like I'm doing something, at least something right. So I appreciate you guys for, asking me to come out. It means a lot.
Hey,
So.
anytime, man. We want to push your platform because people locally, we need to support this guy. He was on WWE. He's a great wrestler. He's talented. Look up his highlight videos.
there's every
Crazy
reason why you
acrobatics.
should support him, and there's
Yeah.
no reason why you shouldn't. Like
Absolutely.
honestly, like I've even said, like same thing. We've been like talking back, like this was friendship rekindled. Like dude, knowing the cat, he's worked his way from the very bottom up. So it's just like another thing. Same with music. Why not push? Why not help?
All right, guys, we're out of here. This has been Talking with Tops Cut Off, as always.
Thanks
It's
again
brought
for
to
having
you
me.
By Tops Cut Off. Make
That's
sure you
awesome.
Google us.